So the presidential letter came out about the outcome of the National Executive Committee of the ANC, endorsed by all the top six. You know them: Didi Mabuza, Deputy President, the Chairperson, Gwede, aka the Tiger, Mantashe, General Secretary, Ace Makashule, the Deputy Secretary General as well, Makazi, aka Jesse Duarte, as well as the Treasurer. And the letter starts by saying and acknowledging the presence of former President Jacob Zuma, as well as Thabo Mbeki. So they were there at the meeting. Remember, the media was over the weekend talking about how this time Ace Makashule, when they're going to deliberate at the end of the day, he's going to step down. So he didn't step down. There's no mention of that. And then the media moved to the issue of saying, well, they had sources inside who were vehemently saying that Isma Khashile should step down. I think one of those were that gentleman who's now the Minister of Justice, Ronald Lamola. Yeah, I remember him. He used to carry placards back in the day advocating for Jacob Zuma to step down. And nowadays he's been imitated by Mzwandile Masina when the ANC also goes to conferences with the placards and posters. No, talking about the RET and so forth. And remember, Mzwandile Masina also said that if the current president Ramaphosa, if he becomes a president, he will resign. Well, he didn't resign, obviously. You know how politics are. They come with good packs as well. So the letter basically does not talk about Jacob Zuma being encouraged, obviously, to go to present himself in front of a judge, Deputy Justice Raymond Zondo. It talks about the main 4 points, okay? Number one would be the economic renewal and rebuilding the economy, in fact, and structuring it again. You know, essentially talking about the need to hire, and then also talk about the capacitating the state capacity. You know, this is one of those talk points that you'd hear from the deputy president of the EFF talking about the state capacity to be able to run its own business. And what else? They also talk about defeating COVID, and I forgot the other issue. So basically, it's quite interesting that President Jacob Zuma was there in the meeting during the week. Last week, during the weekdays of last week, there were talks that the ANC would invite Jacob Zuma to come to the meeting. Obviously, this stems from the visitation by the EFF President Julius Malema, who always outgun and outsmart the ANC. He went to Ngandla, allegedly to convince the president to present himself at the Zondo Commission, to respect the constitution and so forth. And then later on, you had the talk about the KwaZulu-Natal ANC going to visit Jacob Zuma as well, being worried as to what was Jacob Zuma talking to Julius Malema about. And then up went the MKV, such a long abbreviation. The MK Veterans Association. Remember, there's two. The one that went is headed by KB Mapatswe, and there's also the other MK veteran organization that General Spiwe Nyanda belongs to. So Will the real MKMVA stand up? So now, today, the day came, and Jacob Zuma didn't go and present himself at the Zondo Commission. Okay. His lawyer's letter came through, and they stated that, well, hey, listen, we still pursuing an issue of making sure that we state our issue to basically throw out the verdict or invalidate the deputy justice refusing to recuse himself, and they're saying they're going through those procedures, and it hasn't yet been into the constitutional court. So as a result, they're busy with that, and they're not saying that they're defying, their client is defying the Zondo Commission. So this is just what happened during today. So the president is not going, and so the commission was kind of hilarious this morning. You had Advocate Pretorius and Deputy Justice Raymond Zondo there, basically doing a revision. By the way, good luck to the matriculants, this year, the results, and at the universities, because it was like a revision, basically, before you write an examination, a revision of all those who accused President Jacob Zuma, and Advocate Pretorius was rattling out all those accusations, and then being answered by the chairperson of the commission. It was kind of hilarious, basically, and I couldn't watch the whole thing. What's the point? So now we're waiting to see what's going to be happening. Okay, never mind the side shows of the MVA in Gandla right now, and the talks in social media of people saying that, yeah, the military should go there and deal with the veterans, and some smattering of few taxi associations who also are saying that there. And so this is I'm prepared to die for Jacob Zuma version 2.0 update software, taking over the saying of Julius Malema back in the day. And so we'll see. So with this move, obviously, it said that if one doesn't appear in the commission, they could serve a jail sentence of 6 months, and I think about 1,000 rand. So I think also, despite the fact that Zuma lawyers will be then going to court again, that might be enough to that when they are done with the court proceeding, the commission would be closed, will be done with their work. Or also, if that fails, the president, I guess, could pay a fine. Is it a fine of 1,000 rand, or still do time in jail for 6 months and put the ANC in another predicament? And obviously the self-devouring interfactional wars and splintering of the whole organization, which would be an advantage to other opposition party if their party is going to be made to be now small, So we'll see what's going to be happening. It's quite interesting now. And I guess most media pundits and journalists and so forth, they want to see what is Judge Raymond Zondo's option now, or what's his move. Obviously going to go and check it out as to what did he say now, at the end of the day, as to what action is going to take against President Jacob Zuma, or should I say former President Jacob Zuma. So we'll be watching the situation. My name is Mamuji, and thanks for watching the Mamuji Show. I'm out.